Welcome back to C programming course. Myself Raghu Prasad Konandur. In this session, we will understand few more operators. We already know how to use unary operator and few of the binary operators. We learned about using arithmetic operator, relational operator. In this session, we will understand logical operator, bitwise operator, assignment operator, and ternary operator. Logical operators that we are going to use is and, or, not. So when we have two expressions on the left hand side of the operator and we want to evaluate those two expressions, if the first expression gives us true and the second expression gives us true, whenever we use and, the entire expression is going to give us true. When we use or, if any one of the expression is true, then it is going to return true. When we use not, if an expression is true, it is going to give the opposite of that, then it is going to give us the false. So let us understand how do we practice this or how do we implement in the C program. So let us head back to the programming. Let me create program number 7 and then we are going to use the binary. In binary, we are going to use the logical operators. 7 operators. Now we are working on the binary operator and then the logical. So the extension of the program is C. So let's start with including the stdio.h and then void main. So let's start with defining three variables. Int a is equal to say 10, b is equal to 4, c is equal to again say 10 and then d is equal to 20. So now let us use the logical AND operator. Logical AND example. So the AND is, so this is what is AND. So let us check if A is say greater than B and say D is greater than C, so if A is greater than B and D is greater than C, right? So this is finally it is going to give us the true because A is greater than B, 10 is greater than 4 and then 20 is greater than C. So this is nothing but, so it gives us true. Logical and returns true. So let me run this program. using the GCC compiler. So it returns true, right? Now let us check for the OR condition. That is pipe symbol. So here let me make one of them true. A is greater than B, or say C is greater than D. So which is false, right? C is not greater than D. So here logical OR returns true. So it returns true. Let me put the slash n. Now let us check for the not condition. So whenever we are going to check for the not condition, if something is true, then it is false, and if something is false, it is true. Let us say logical not, just this one. So we can say if C is greater than D and not of it. So this is basically if C is greater than D, right? C is greater than D, that is not correct, right? So because C is lesser than D in this case, not of it is opposite of that, it will return you the true. So let's read this. So let us run this. So C is greater than D. So C is greater than D. So C is 10. 10 is greater than this thing, that is false. Not of it should return true. Let us see. So and or not, right? So this is how we can use the logical operator. So this is very much useful when we are writing the program. So this is how we can use the logical operator. Just to conclude, and if both the expressions are true, so this the expression on the left hand side of the AND operator and the right hand side of the AND operator, if both of them are true, it is going to return true. In case of the OR, if any one of them is true, it is going to return true. In case of the NOT, if it is true, it is like a switch. If it is true, it is going to return false. If it is false, it is going to return true. So this is how we can use the logical operator. Next, we will move on to the bitwise operator. So bitwise operator, here we have AND, single AND, that is bitwise and then OR, bitwise OR, bitwise XOR, exclusive OR, left shift, right shift, and then bitwise NOT. So bitwise operator is going to work on the binary numbers. So it is going to work on the zeros and ones, bitwise operators. So here we are going to use the single AND against the logical operators. When we are using logical operators, we are using two ANDs. Here we are going to use the single AND. Other than that, the rules of the logical operator remain same, but it works on the works at the binary level. So here AND, if we have two numbers and we apply the AND, if both the values are 1, then it is going to return. Both the bits are 1, then it is going to return 1. In case of the OR, if any one of the bit is 1, then it is going to return 1. And in case of exclusive OR, if two bits are different, then only it is going to return 1. So two bits are different. If two bits are same, like if it is 1 1, it is going to return 0. If it is 0 0, then also it is going to return 0. If 0 and 1, then it is going to return 1. Left shift, it shifts the bits to the left of the first operand. Okay, so how many number to be shifted? How many number to be shifted depending on the second operand? Similarly, the right shift, it is going to shift the bit to the right, and bitwise NOT is like inverts all the bit. So it takes the number and then inverts all the bit. If it is 1 0 0 1. So let's do some programming to understand this concept.